Good morning and welcome to your Power Flow, part of my 4-part series for our Sankalpa online studio. So we are doing a ground Power Flow. Hopefully at the end of it you feel a wee bit more connected, a wee bit more stable, and you've had a little workout as well. We're working into the hips, a wee bit of spinal mobility, and also a bit of core work as well. So without much further ado, we're going to get started. If you've got blocks or cushion, just to start off, we're going to start off in Malasana squat at the front of your mat. So I'll just give you a moment to get sorted. I'll get sorted as well. I'm going to have some gentle music on in the background as well, some grounding music. So just bring yourself into your Malasana squat. You can connect your bum to the earth, or you can come all the way in if you want to start there without any prop underneath you. Bring your hands to prayer just at the centre of your chest and just start to rock back and forward, just opening out your hips, using the resistance between your inner thighs and also your elbows. Take a moment, just take a deep breath in to arrive on your mat. Start to close your eyes down, and just as you see that light fading, just allow any distractions to fade also. Take a moment just to notice your body. Notice the connection between your feet and the earth. And perhaps press in through the pads of the toes, the heels, knuckles of the toes, and just become aware of that grounding. If your bum is connected to a prop, again, just feel that prop supporting your body and the earth underneath the prop supporting you. And then just start to find your breath. You start to notice that breath coming in and out of the body. Your own personal tide of breath. Taking a moment to connect into how and where you feel that this morning. That constant, that grounding quality of the breath. And then just start to breathe all the way down to where you feel that connection between your body and the earth. Perhaps coming into stillness now, or if you are connecting to that kind of rocking back and forward, just continue with that. Feel the breath filling the lungs. Once you've filled up the lungs to just before that point of strain, just exhale slowly back out again. Feel your face soften, your shoulders soften. Again, another big deep breath in. And just exhaling slowly back out. Releasing, let go of every part of that breath. Make way for that fresh, clean oxygen to come in. Inhale all the way down to the root. This time draw out to the side of the rib cage, the seams of the rib cage. And then exhale slowly back out. And then again, inhaling through to the belly, the rib cage. Fill all the way up to the top now, so think about your collarbone. Feel that expansion through the body. And then exhale slowly back out again. We'll take one more breath like that. And then gently just start to open your eyes and your hands down to the earth. Just start to crawl your hands forward. Feel that stretched across the shoulders. Once you feel it, just soften into it. Allow the head and neck to come down. Chin might draw down towards the chest. Notice any tension across the shoulders, the neck, and just release into it. Just enjoy these moments of calm before we start to flow within our grounding flow. So if we can, we're going to set an intention to perhaps keep the breath at that nice, long, slow, steady rate. It is a power flow, but it is still yoga. And we want to try and keep with that nice grounding breath. If at any time you feel you're losing that breath, I want to just remind you that child's pose is there for you. When you're ready, gently start to bring your heels and your toes together. Start to push all the way up through your bum and bring yourself into your first forward fold of your practice. So knees can be nice and soft for this one. Opposite hand to opposite elbow, let go of the head and the neck and just soften all the way down. Connect to your roots again, to that grounding. Feel the heels against the earth, the pads of the toes and knuckles of the toes. And then just gently start to soften the bum down to the heels. And sweep all the way up and through to your Uttanasana, your chair pose. We'll spend a bit of time in this first round of our earthy grounding sun salutations, just getting technique, and then we'll get it more into a flow. So shoulders soften down, tail slightly under, feel the navel drawn in towards the spine and feel the lower core muscles switching on. Take your gaze gently up from the earth. When you're ready, on an exhalation, keep what you have got on the lower half and then just gently sweep the fingertips towards the earth. Inhale and sweep back to your chair pose, exactly where you were. Exhale and sweep back down again. Inhale and sweep back up. Last one, exhale, sweeping down. Those inner thighs are drawn in towards each other to give you that support. This time as you inhale, push all the way through the heels. Take a gaze up, perhaps a little back bend, tail under. And then exhale and cascade down to your forward fold. Inhale brings that halfway lift, hands are on the shins. Gently draw the chest forward, tail back, gazes down towards the earth. Exhale, hands frame feet, step back to your plank pose. Little breath in your plank till we just sort this alignment out. So shoulders are over wrists, heels are over toes, and navel is drawn up towards the spine. And think about pushing your heart to the back of your body. When you're ready, on an exhalation, keep what you've got, but lower the knees gently down towards the earth. Inhale and walk the hands forward, Anahatasana, a lovely grounding pose, so become aware of that ground below you. Arms are stretched long, and your head is coming down towards the earth. If your shoulders are tight like mine's are this morning, you might want to just gently rock up and down. With your next inhalation, find your forearms against the earth and set up for what is essentially a half forearm plank. Option to stay here or option to tuck the toes under and draw the knees up to your full forearm plank. Your next inhalation, think about that navel drawn up, slide the hips back and push back into your dolphin pose. And then as you exhale, again, become aware of that slight coiling, the tail under, feel the core switch on. And then inhale and slide it back. Little coil under, exhale and come forward. Again, you'll feel the gathering of the core as you slide back again on the next inhalation. And then as you exhale, you come forward and we're going to hold it for a breath here. Keep the hips nice and low, navel lifted, gazes down or just towards your thumbs. Your next exhalation will bring softness. Gently bring the body down. Release the toes, release the body, and then inhale, switch the legs on and draw through to your Sphinx pose. Become aware of that lower back and send a bit of love down there with a lovely big deep breath. Exhale and slide the chest forward, run the hands back towards the chest and then slide them out to the side for our straight cobra, our stretchy cobra. When you're ready, those elbows are high, you're inhaling, your chest peels up and off, legs are long. And then you're exhaling and you're releasing back down again. We've got 2 more like that, worming and limbering up the bits of the spine. Last one, inhaling, peeling up and off, keep those legs switched on. And then exhale and release back down again. Slide the hands back to the rib cage, upward facing dog. If your back is ready for it, rise with peace on that inhalation, and then exhale, downward dog. Come into your alignment of your downward dog. Let's just set the little scene for the rest of our practice. So your hands are spread wide, shoulders are drawn back, and your upper arms are hugging in towards your ears. Your head and neck is free. Navel is drawn up, you feel that coursing through the rib cage, and your knees are soft and you're pedaling them down towards the heels. With your next inhalation, we're going to gently make our way to the front of the mat. In your own time, whatever way you wish, walk, step or jump, and then release into your forward fold. Inhale, bum back to heels, sweep up and through to your chair pose. Exhale and sweep back down, sweeping those fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, this time rise up, draw up from the pelvic floor, little back bend. Exhale and cascade down towards the earth. Inhale, that halfway lift. Exhale, step back plank. Inhale, find length in your plank, find that alignment. Exhale, hover those knees down, super slow. Feel the core working. Walk the hands forward. Anahata. Inhale, a forearm plank. Shoulders over elbows. Exhale and just set that forearm plank nice and strong. Inhale, lift from the core. Feel the core, all 3 parts of it moving as you push back to dolphin. And then you exhale and you hold it here. Option for an inhalation to lift the right leg gently up. Exhale and release it back down again. Inhale, the left leg lifts up gently. Exhale and release it down. Inhale, 1 more breath here in your forearm plank. And then exhale and release down. Inhale and bring the chest through, find your Sphinx pose. Exhale, release all the way back down. Hands slide back and out to the side. Fingertips are grazing. We're inhaling, we're rising to your strength cobra, just 1. We're exhaling, we're releasing back down. Slide the hands back. Wait for that breath in. Big long breath in, rise up with peace and ease. Exhale and you're downward dog. Inhale and step or walk or jump to the front of the mat. Release into your forward fold. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, sweep the earth. Inhale, rise all the way up, root to rise. Exhale and cascade down. Inhale, that forearm plank. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Inhale, set that plank. Exhale, big long exhalation out to hover those knees down and walk those hands all the way forward. Inhale and rise to your forearm plank. Exhale and set that alignment. Inhale, lift from the navel. Rise up to that V. Exhale and draw it forward. Inhale, that left leg hovers for the full breath. Exhale, super slow, release it down. Inhale, that right leg goes up. Exhale and release it down. Inhale, just feel that coiling, draw the tail slightly under. Feel the corseting. Exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, find your Sphinx pose. Exhale and release back down. Hands down. Last time doing all 3. Hands out to the side. Stretchy cobra. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. This time as you inhale, you're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, and then the left hand follows. Once you're here, we gently bring ourselves down to our Malasana squat. From here we're going to take our frog Kriya, just to really get everything warming up and everything moving. So when you're ready, bring your hands just down in front of you. As you inhale, I want you to think about your third eye, so that point in between your eyebrows, and just take your awareness there. Wait for your inhalation, gently draw the bum up. Exhale, those knees travel over the feet as you come down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back down, no locking the knees out. We're going to do it with speed now. Releasing through the mouth. So do as many as feels good. You're working up to say 10 to 15. Hold it here, hands just into the chest. Find your Malasana squat and ground right here. Feel that stability below you, holding you. When you're ready, we're going to inhale. This time, come all the way up to your forward fold, bringing your feet parallel, hip width apart, and then release into your forward fold. Inhale and take a halfway lift. Exhale and step back to your plank pose. Inhale and find that length in your plank pose. And as you exhale, chaturanga, lower down. This time we're going to come up to our locust pose if your back is ready for it. So gently bring those hands out to the side. And then inhale and peel the chest up, perhaps the thighs up. And feel that lightness. Exhale and ground back down. Inhale and rise up. Exhale, release back down. Last one. Inhaling and rising. Exhale, release back down. Next time as you rise, hands are at the rib cage. Upward facing dog. Downward dog. Next inhalation, right leg goes up. As you exhale, gently draw that knee out to this side. Inhale and lengthen all the way back out behind you. Close the hip in. Spiral the inner thigh up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, we're stepping that right foot through. Grounding the knee down. Perhaps if you've got blocks here, you can use blocks. So as you inhale, draw the chest forward, press the hips forward and take the gaze up. And then as you exhale, we're gently coming back to half monkey, half splits monkey. So draw your hips back and find your heel. You might need to walk that right foot forward. Keep a micro bend in the knee and make sure that left hip is tucked in and right hip is tucked back. Take the gaze through. Perhaps on the next exhalation you want to soften down. So draw the chest, keeping the spine nice and long and coming down, but that's just an option. As you inhale, start to find the sole of your right foot. Gently draw your hips forward, take your gaze through, and then wait for your inhalation. Tuck your back toe under, back knee lifts, and step back to your plank pose. Take a breath here in your plank, and then exhale and lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, rise for one, locust pose. Exhale, release back down. This time, rise up to your upward facing dog, Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Next inhalation, left leg goes up. As you exhale, gently open that hip, draw the knee out to the side. Notice anything that's there. And then inhale and rise back up again. Exhale, that left knee comes under the navel and you step it through. Ground that right knee down and set up that lunge. As you inhale, press the hips forward. Square the hips to the front, lift the chest, the gaze. And then as you exhale, draw the hips back, lengthen the front leg forward and find your heel for your half splits monkey. So your right hip is over your knee and your left hip is drawn back. Think about that inner crease of that left hip. Take a breath in, find length through the spine. This is where blocks come in really handy. And then as you exhale, you may wish to soften down. Inhale, find the sole of the foot. Exhale and step back to your plank pose. Inhale, find length in your plank. Exhale and lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale and rise up and through. Locust pose. Hands out to the side. And then inhale for your locust. Sphinx or cobra are good here as well. Exhale and release back down. Inhale now, rise. Exhale your downward dog. Pedal it through. So let's just add on to that flow. Take it up a level if you wish. Or you can stay where you were with the back knee down. Inhale, right leg out. Right leg lifts. Exhale, knee out to the side. Inhale, find length. Exhale and step it through. Inhale, keep that back leg up. Start to bring your knee over your heel and draw your chest through, taking your gaze all the way through. As you exhale, start to draw the hips out, lengthen the back leg back. Maybe take it a little step in for your pyramid pose. Keep your hands low, or you can bring blocks into it for this as well, blocks at each side. You're drawing your chest down. So when you think about drawing your right hip crease back and your left hip forward, knees have got that little micro bend in them and your gaze is out in front. Option to stay here with this nice long spine, or option to exhale and bow to the earth. As you inhale, we're going to gently come all the way up, so anchor through both feet. Lift up through the arms. And then as you exhale, pivot round. Draw your left heel in, left toes out, and set up for what is like a wide Balasana squat, but we're going to bring it into goddess pose. Take a big breath in, reach up through the arms, lengthen through the legs, and then as you exhale, bring it down to your goddess pose. Bring your hands, gently rest them on your knees, keep that spine long. And then when you're ready on an inhalation, we're gently drawing the chest forward. And then taking a little gaze over our right shoulder. And then we're going to draw all the way back through. And take a little gaze over our left shoulder. As we inhale, we come back through centre. Exhale, we sit into our goddess. Inhale, we rise all the way back up. And exhale, bring those hands out to the side. Pivot that back foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat. Right foot points forward. Bend into that right knee. Take a big breath in and find your peaceful warrior. So finding that space through the right hand side. Softening back and bending into that front knee. Make sure the knee's not travelling in, it's drawing out. Inhale and rise all the way back up and through to your warrior two. Exhale, ball of the back foot. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep your fingertips to the earth. Inhale and rise all the way up. And then this time, as you exhale, bring your hands onto the hips. Big breath in, next inhalation. Step your left foot forward. Find your balancing. Find your drishti point. Lock focus, laser focus. When you're ready, option to stay here. Option to start winding that left foot round that right leg, finding your eagle legs. Once you've got that there, option to bring the hands out in front of you, right arm round the left arm. Once you've got that all going on, slide the bum back, think to your pose, draw the navel in, and you're gently bringing yourself into this tiny little eagle. Perhaps the elbows come down towards the knees if you've got the balance. And then as you inhale, rise all the way up. Unwind the legs, hands lift up. Exhale and step back to that high crescent lunge, hands at heart centre. Take a breath in here. The exhalation travels those hands down to frame that right foot. And then the inhalation, you step back to your plank. Exhale and lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale those heels in towards the bum. Find the hands to the ankles. Remember, locust, cobra, sphinx pose are all here for you. Inhale and rise with peace and ease. Peeling the chest up and off, the thighs up and off, the gaze through. Exhale back down. Last one, two more, Inhale and peel up and off. Exhale and release back down. Last one, inhaling and rising. Exhale and releasing back down. Set up for your upward facing dog. Rise up with peace. Exhale, downward dog. And the left leg goes up. Draw the knee out to the side. Feel that hip, notice what's there. And then exhale, lengthen back out. Or inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, knees through to the navel. Shoulders over the wrist and step that left foot through. As you inhale, fingertips are grazing. You can bring that back knee down if you wish. We're going to draw our chest through. Make sure that knee doesn't come over the toes. Press the hips forward and take the gaze through. As you exhale, we're drawing our hips out, gently extending through that left leg. You can keep the ball of the heel of the foot up and then just take a little step forward till you can get that heel down for a pyramid pose. Both legs have got a micro bend in them. When you inhale and draw the chest forward, find that nice long spine. Bricks are coming in handy here for your hands if you find that you're kind of grasping round. Take the breath in, gaze lifts, and then as you exhale, gently draw the chest down towards the knee. Wait for your next inhalation, anchor through both heels, rise all the way up and through to your pyramid pose. Exhale, bring your hands into heart centre. As you inhale, start to pivot the right heel in, toes draw out to the side, so toes are flicked out. And you're setting up for it's like an Alaskan squat, but it's goddess squat. So once you have got that check that knees are travelling over the toes, you're gently drawing your chest up, we'll extend through the hands. And then as you exhale, start to bring your hands down into your heart centre. Find that nice long spine, bring the hands to the knees. We're going for the little look over the shoulders, so it's a little spinal twist. Gently drawing your chest round, taking the gaze over, and then inhaling, coming back round again. And then as you exhale, come back through centre. Inhale, find that nice long spine, soften the shoulders. Wait for the next breath in, sweep all the way up, straighten through the legs. Then as you exhale, hands out to the side, let's set up for a warrior two. So the back heel pivots back so that your foot's parallel with the back of the mat. And the left foot just starts to come forward and you bend into that left knee. You soften the shoulders down your back and you find your warrior two. We're going to take it into peaceful warrior. So inhale, keep the legs exactly where they are. Right hand just rests in the back leg or the lower back and then just start to soften over. Inhale, come all the way back up and through, warrior two. As you exhale, ball of the back foot. Inhale, sweep up to your high crescent lunge, bend into that front knee. And then as you exhale, sweep the earth with your fingertips. Inhale and rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands into heart centre. Next big inhalation, you're going to step up and through to balance. So find your balance for a breath here. Option to stay here, or option to find your eagle leg. So wrapping that right leg around that left leg. And then perhaps once you've got the legs, you're going to bring the arms into it. So left arm under right arm for this one. Just wrapping round till you can feel that stretch across your shoulders. Not overstretching always. When you're ready, wait for an exhalation. Slide the bum back. Perhaps draw the elbows down towards the knees, making yourself into this tiny little eagle. And then as you inhale, start to lift up and out. Sweep all the way up. Exhale and step back to your high crescent lunge, hands at heart centre. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, travel down. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Exhale, knees up or knees down, lower down through your chaturanga. When you're ready, last little bit of effort today. Heels are coming in towards the bum. You're finding that little bit in your ankles. Keep a nice flex to the foot, a gentle flex. And then wait for your inhalation. Gently peel the chest, the thighs up. And then exhale and release back down again. 2 more just like that. Rise with peace and ease as the breath lifts you. Exhale with peace and ease. Last one, inhaling. Exhaling, releasing all the way back down. Bring your hands to the Anjali Mudra at the top of your head. So you can either have your hands resting here, or you can have them behind the back of your neck. Take a moment here in your pranam and just surrender to the earth, to the grounding. Allowing your body just to absorb everything that's happened in the last half hour. And release your pranam. Set up for your last upward dog of your practice. Inhale and rise. Feel the ground below you, supporting you. Exhale and downward dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, that knee comes in behind the elbow, the right elbow. Draw your right shin coming parallel with the top of your mat. It's never going to get parallel, but you're just drawing it through. Keep a flex in your right foot and start to walk your left foot back. Thinking about rotating your hip, your left hip down towards the earth. You want to feel it all the way through here. If you've got a cushion or something, you can place it underneath your bum to set that alignment there. Anybody with knee issues, you're going to thread the needle on your back. Everybody else, you are just staying here with your eagle. So keep that back leg long and lengthened. Get a lovely stretch to the hip flexor here, the quad. And then whenever you're ready, you might like to climb down for 3 breaths in your sleeping pigeon. So just walking all the way down. Perhaps the thumbs support the forehead as you come into this grounding pose. Again, connecting to the earth and allowing the body to settle. Breathe into that resistance you feel and lean into it gently and easily. Come back to those long, slow, deep breaths. And when you're ready, your next inhalation starts to climb back up again. Tuck the back toe under and gently lift back up and through. Exhale, that right foot comes down and give it a little pedal off. Next inhalation, left leg goes up. As you exhale, left knee behind the left wrist. Draw the left shin through and a flex in the left foot and just start to walk that right foot back. You feel a lovely stretch to the back of your leg. Again, square the hips down towards the earth, cushion underneath the left bum if that feels good. And then when you're ready, whenever you're ready, if you're ever ready, take the climb down for your 3 breaths in your pigeon on this other side, or your swan, whatever you want to call it. And then start to make the climb back up again. This time, you're going to rotate onto your left bum cheek. And you're just going to draw that right leg all the way round and lengthen out in front of you. Give a little pedal off. Soles of the feet to the earth and gently rock from side to side. Bring yourself down onto your back, knees into your chest, coming back to that little seat. Gently lift the lower back up, perhaps the shoulders up, give yourself a big compassionate hug, and then release all the way down, soles of the feet to the earth. Gently bring your feet out about mat width apart. Take a breath down to the lower back, send it down, and then exhale and knees over to the right hand side. Just rest here. Inhale, come back through centre, and then exhale over towards the left hand side. And then just continue to rotate back and forward. Whenever you're ready, start to settle into your Shavasana. Push your heels away from your body. If there's anything else you need to do to complete your practice, please take that now. Allow your body to soften. Allow softness to come in. As you unclench your teeth, you soften your jaw, and you just let go of holding on to any tension at all. Start with an inventory through your body, and as you just rest your awareness from part to part, just soften and release. Start with the soles of your feet. Allow your feet to flop out to the side. Allow your ankles to release. Feel all the strong muscles in the backs and the fronts of your legs softening and letting go. Feel the mat meet the back of your body. Let go of holding on to those strong glute muscles. Feel your entire back softening and releasing. Let go of holding on to any of those core muscles. Give them freedom to soften and relax. Feel your full face completely released and unclenched. Notice as you lie there in your state of surrender, your Shavasana. Notice how the mat, the ground, the earth seems closer than ever before. Allow it to hug your body. Allow you to draw that energy from the ground, the earth. Allow the earth to fill your body. That feeling of stability, of groundedness. From here you can deal with anything. Setting those strong roots down. Actually visualise those roots coming down into the earth. Gently draw yourself back. Start back down at your toes again, but this time as you just work your awareness up your body, you're going to gently just start to create movement. So your toes, your ankles, maybe ankle rolls. Maybe giving your hips a little shimmy back and forward, getting some energy moving into the legs. Perhaps the knees come into the chest. Bring your hands, create a little bit of movement into your hands to the knees. Circle the knees round a couple of times, and then just circle and retrace that pattern back in again. Allow yourself to fall to whatever side feels natural and good. Rest there for a second, finding your breath again. Bringing your awareness back to your body. And then gently push yourself back up to seated. Thank you for joining me for your grounded power flow. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.